Hello everyone. I just wanted to say happy Monday and share with you my weekend happenings. I was part of a coaching group for a 2-day event put on by Travis Brady and his fiancée Maddie Mink. It was amazing, lots of really good learning stuff, and it was a really good event, ended up really awesome. Something that I learned, and I've been learning this, but I just kind of had it click with me this weekend, talking with some friends, is the importance of being able to learn from anyone and bypassing the fact that no one is perfect. I think people get this idea that you can only learn from somebody who is perfect and has everything figured out and is a fantastic communicator and has all this accomplishment and achievement behind them and under their belt. And if you're waiting around to find somebody that's perfect at what they do or perfect in life in general before you can learn from someone, then you're going to miss out on a lot of really good learning opportunities, and you're not going to progress in life as quickly as others who are able to learn from people who aren't perfect. I was talking with some family members, and I was kind of surprised that they had this like confusion that I could learn from people who aren't perfect, and like had no regret in investing in different things in my life from people who aren't perfect teachers or aren't perfect therapists or aren't perfect friends or whatever. The people in my life aren't perfect, but I've learned a lot from different people, and I'm so grateful for those who have come into my life, whether they're still there or whether they've moved on. And I think that it takes a few key fundamental characteristics in knowing how to connect and learn from people who aren't perfect. One thing is having clear communication with those people that you're trying to learn from, and being the more, not aggressive, but being the person that's going to communicate out and ask questions and make sure that you are pushing that communication instead of waiting around for that other person to communicate with you. That is key in being able to learn from people that aren't perfect, is you taking that initial push and that communication. Another thing is patience. A lot of people today in this age get very impatient very quickly because we get everything right when we want it. We have phones in our hands at all times that give us information right when we type it in, and if our phone goes too slow loading that information, we get impatient. And so, of course, when we're working with other people, they're not computers. So if we don't get exactly what we want right away, some people are quick to get frustrated and walk away instead of being patient and learning from that person. So that's huge. Be patient. And the third and probably the most important thing in learning to learn from people who aren't perfect is sit down, be humble. You have to be humble. And I mean, anytime you're learning from someone else, whether they're perfect in your eyes or not, you have to be humble. That's part of learning and part of addressing where you're at and how you're going to get to that next level. You have to be humble. So I hope this helps somebody out there. I know that it can be really frustrating to have really high standards and to have expectations and not have them met all the time, but these things can help you. You have so many opportunities to learn all around you. I mean, strangers, friends, family, teachers, coaches, all kinds of people around you that you can learn from, but you have to communicate, be humble, be patient in order to learn from other people and take in all of the opportunities around you and not just the ones that you think are perfect. And really, when it comes down to it, nobody's perfect. And you're going to be disappointed if you think that you're learning from all the perfect people and then you find out after you've learned all the stuff from them that they're not perfect. And I know that I've had that in my life in the past, where I learned really great lessons from people and then I found out that they weren't perfect, or maybe even found out that they were teaching me something that they didn't live by. Doesn't matter. If I learned a good lesson, doesn't matter if they live by it. I live by it, and I'm responsible for my life and my choices. So it's still a good opportunity for me. Those opportunities stay with me, even if those people who taught me those things don't live by them. So just something that I think is super important, especially with connecting with people. Stop expecting people to be perfect in order to benefit from that connection and from learning from them. I love you guys so much. It is time to connect.